Hi, sweetheart. Guess who just came through your window to visit you? That's right. It's me. And my hips didn't even get stuck this time. I got your text not too long ago. As soon as you told me that you were feeling lonely, I came rushing right over. There's no way that I could leave my good boy alone when you need me. Sweetie, I'm like your Supergirl. Well, maybe Superwoman would be more fitting since I'm a bit on the older side. But you don't mind, right? That's what makes you my Superman. I'm not sure if Superwoman is a thing now, but I guess it doesn't really matter. All that matters right now is you. Since you've been feeling lonely, I thought that I could keep you company. So here I am. I'm actually glad you texted me. I was feeling a bit lonely myself. Well, to be honest, I always feel lonely without you. But a good way to cure that loneliness is with a nice, loving hug. So what do you say? Would you like to be a good boy and give me a hug? I'd be stoked if you did. I think I might even give you a reward if you do. Well, I'm not going to tell you what the reward is until you hug me, silly. Where's the fun in telling you? I can promise that you'll be so excited to get it from me though. There we go. Didn't I tell you that a hug would be a nice way to deal with what you're going through right now? I feel so at peace with you. You're such a good boy for letting me enjoy this moment. I know this is about you and about me trying to comfort you, but I can't help it if I'm overjoyed to hug you. You're such a sweet, good boy. It's my natural state to be obsessed with you. Why else do you think I keep a few strands of your hair inside my locket? It's because you're so precious and I love you. Oops. Wait, remind me. I did ask you for strands of your hair before I took them for my necklace, right? Oh. I'm so sorry, sweetie. I must have forgotten to ask. I didn't mean to overstep my boundaries. Again. Tell you what, I'll have to give you another second reward later, okay? I'm sure I'll be able to think of something that'll bring you pleasure. But we can think about that later. Since you're hugging me, I still have to give you your first reward. Hold on. Excuse me for a moment while I go get it from my bag. Okay, here it is. Ta-da! I know it doesn't look like much. Well, that's because it's a key. But not just any key. It's the key to my house. You know, I figured this way you wouldn't have to worry about being so lonely anymore. Anytime you feel lonely, you can just come over to my place and use that key to get in. I'm guessing you don't want to go through my window after all. Though, I suppose if you did, your hips want to get stuck like mine. But I'm getting off track here. The point is, I felt like this was a really good way to comfort you and take care of your needs, is all. And good company is a need just like hunger or thirst. And you're my huggable good boy, so you know I'll always drop everything to take care of your needs. Any of them. So, anytime that you feel lonely, you want to talk, or even just be with me, feel free to come over. You know, it doesn't matter what time of day or night it is, you can come whenever you like. 2 a.m., 3 a.m., you name it. And even if I'm not awake, I really don't mind. So for instance, if you ever feel like you're just dying to cuddle someone, you can visit my place, even if I'm asleep, and you can slip right onto my bed and cuddle me. I give you my full consent. You know, my place isn't even that far from here. It's walkable. I even moved so I could be next to you after all. But even so, if you want to write, just give me a call. Or text if you prefer. I know calling can be anxiety inducing sometimes, but whatever makes you more comfortable, since I just want to care for you, comfort you, and love you. Because there isn't anything else in the world that I love more than you. Since you're my wonderful, good boy. I love you so much, and I know that I say it a lot. But that's because it's true. So, I hope it's not a bother when I say I love you so much. You don't think it's a bother, right? I'm probably just overthinking things a lot. You like it when I tell you I love you, right? I mean, of course you do. You called me over here just because you wanted some attention, right? And there's nothing wrong with calling me over for attention, since I love giving it to you. And I always love getting attention from you too. Well, I guess you didn't really call me over since I visited on my own initiative. But still, I guess what I'm trying to say is that you're my good boy, and I love you. I don't know why I'm making things so complicated. The truth is that I love you, is all. I love you. I think about you all the time, whether I'm with you or whether I'm all alone without you. And to be honest, I'm without you much more often than I'd like. So it made me really glad to get your text, actually. You know, it gave me an excuse to come visit you. And I always want to visit you. I'm a bit afraid of coming across as too overbearing and pushing you away though. Sometimes I fear that my fears might even be justified. I mean, I did make a copy of your key at one time, and I don't know if that's why you changed your lock, but it has to be overbearing of me, right? So I'm always afraid that you'll get sick and tired of me, you know? But on the other hand, you're always telling me how lonely you are when I'm not around. It makes me feel safe, and it makes me feel secure. Like, I don't have to worry about getting hurt by you leaving me. I'd hate that, and I'd hate for you to leave me. I don't know what I would do, but you never leave me, right? Because you're my good boy? And because you're lonely, just like me? Of course, I'll never leave you either. You're a permanent part of my life. I couldn't exist without you. I can only get out of bed because I think about how maybe I'll be able to see you today. I can only go to work thinking maybe I can use my next paycheck to buy you something nice. I just can't express how much I love you. I love you. I could never let anything try to take you away from me. I think that's why I tend to cling on to you. I know I always get so clingy, whether grabbing onto your arm, or putting my arm around you, or always holding onto your hand. It just makes me feel so secure when I can cling onto you like that. The feeling of you against my hand, or my arm against you, is a reminder that you're still here with me. It's a reminder that you're mine, and I'm yours too, of course, sweetie. I'm always here for my good boy. It's a pleasure to be able to help you. I just wish I could help you more. So when you texted me about how you were lonely, I just felt so... I wish I could have been right next to you as soon as I got your text. I wish I could have teleported to your side, because if you're feeling hurt from being lonely, I don't want you to have to suffer for even a second longer. You're too good for that. You're too much of a good boy to have to go through that. But you know, you don't have to suffer this alone. I know I gave you the keys to my place, so you could come over whenever you like. But it doesn't have to stop there. If you like, you could move in with me. I think it would be a good environment for you there. It'll just be the two of us, no one else there to bother you. Other than me. But I'm not a bother, right, sweetie? And I always keep the place super spotless and clean, because I always want it to look the best for you. So I'm sure you'll find it a very welcoming experience. And if you like, as much as it pains me, well, I don't know how close you want to be with me, but if it's too much to share a room with me, which I understand, by the way, you can have a room to yourself. I'll only answer when you let me. I love you and I want to be close to you, but I'm trying to respect you and not overstep your boundaries. See, sweetie? Aren't I treating a good boy like you just right? But if you want to share a room with me, I'd be delighted. I mean, it's not like I've always dreamt of that or anything. I've even had a big bed just from the start, in case you ever wanted to share it with me. And you can share my bed with me. You're such a good boy, so I'll have to treat you right after all. And while I'm sharing my bed with you, who knows what else I might want to share with you? I might even think of something that I can give you for your second reward that I owe you. Doesn't that sound nice? Well, deciding if you want to move in with me or not is a big decision to make. Tell you what, I don't think you've had a thorough enough look at my place. How about for now, I can take you to my place and I can give you a tour. Then, we can go from there. And while we're there, just the two of us, with no one else around, you can tell me if there's anything you want for your second reward. Ask for whatever you like. You know I can never say no to you, because you're my good boy.